Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hot Dog Podcast. I am Chase, and I am here with.
Brad.
And Brian.
In today's video, we're going to be going over our AEW Double or Nothing review. The first match we've got to discuss is Hangman Adam Page defeated Brian Cage. We gave it a 3.5, and it ran 12 minutes long. Pretty good for an opener. It was just quick, to the point. Give Adam Page a good win to build him up for the next pay-per-view, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was the first match with the crowd, so they were really into it.
With a full crowd. They've actually had a crowd, but it was the first match with a full crowd.
Yeah, full crowd. So they were really into it and excited, and it made the match a lot more exciting than it probably actually was. But we gave it a 3.5. Up next, we have the Young Bucks. Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson defeated Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston in a 21-minute match, and we gave it 4 stars.
And it took 4 BTE triggers to put Moxley down.
Yeah, this was just it was a good storytelling match. That was the strong suit of this match, I think. Because I knew, obviously Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley ain't going to be able to keep up with the Young Bucks in a normal wrestling match, so they had to do more of a storytelling match, and I thought they did it pretty well. And yeah, I like the ending. It keeps Jon Moxley strong, and it keeps the belts on the Young Bucks. I was kind of afraid Moxley and Eddie Kingston would win, which I wouldn't have agreed with. But
Moxley, I knew Moxley was going to take was going to take time off soon. So
I see. Yeah,
this was part of the storyline to line him off on. I think on AEW he got attacked before the show, so this was part of the thing to write him off so he could take off to be there for the birth of his child.
Yeah, that makes sense. Really good match though. We gave it a 4 stars. And next we have the Casino Battle Royal, which Jungle Boy was the winner. It went 23 minutes and 30 seconds. We gave it a 2.75 overall. I guess the big surprise was Lio Rush.
Yeah, I'm glad it was Lio Rush and not Big Show. That just sucked for KFW not going to have him.
Here's my thing though. I don't mind Lio Rush. He's good and all, but we just saw Andrade debut on. Wouldn't he have been a bigger name to put in the Battle Royal? I guess they didn't want him to lose. Maybe that's
he wasn't long. They didn't want him to lose his first match.
Yeah, I can respect that, I guess.
And Lio Rush could take the loss. I don't know why they thought that, but yeah.
The Jungle Boy, it didn't surprise me as much as I thought it was going to, because when it was down to him and Christian, I was like, it kind of makes a lot more sense to feed Jungle Boy to Kenny Omega on a random AEW show
than Christian.
Yeah, because they can save the Christian match for one of their specials or whatever. So I wasn't that surprised by the end result. It makes sense. I thought it was alright for a Battle Royal. As good as it's going.
What?
I say it's as good as a Battle Royal can be, basically. There's not much to do with a Battle Royal. So.
And they pushed that match to the 26th of June because it's the next live show. The next 2 weeks are taped.
Okay. Let's see. Next we have Cody Rhodes with Arn Anderson defeated Anthony Ogogo with QT Marshall. 10 minutes and 55 seconds. We gave it 2.25.
Definitely the worst match of the night.
Yeah.
It felt more like a TV match. It wasn't anything special.
Yeah.
I guess it's just I guess the whole point was to give Anthony Ogogo experience wrestling at a pay-per-view. Other than that, I'm not really sure what the point of the match was, because the feud's been more with QT Marshall, so
yeah,
it was kind of random. But I guess they probably think highly of Anthony Ogogo and they just want to give him some experience, I guess. But other than that, it was whatever. See, next we have Miro defeated Lance Archer. Gave it a 2.5.
And it lasted 9 minutes and 50 seconds.
Very quick match, but for what they did, I thought it was pretty good. It was just 2 big guys hitting each other, but it definitely ended very quickly. It didn't. I think they could have went on a few more minutes to be more.
Mm-hmm. Thing is, it shouldn't have ended in a no contest. It should have lasted the whole 20 minutes and ended in a no contest.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
Because Lance Archer, I mean, he just don't keep losing.
Yeah. Neither one of these people can afford a loss.
Lance Archer is starting to get those like Bray Wyatt vibes, like early Bray Wyatt vibes, where they always want to put him as a threat, but he always loses over and over and over and over. Now, at a certain point, if he keeps losing, nobody's going to care anymore. So
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, and like Brad said, it was. I don't know why you booked this match in the first place, because neither one really needed a loss here. So
And if you were going to book this match,
somebody
you
had to
should have
take
booked
it. It was
no-
Lance Archer. Yeah, but I
It
mean, the
needed-
action itself, it was good. I just wanted to prove it. But maybe they can. It doesn't look like they're going to continue with this feud. They didn't really follow
No,
up.
they
on
don't
it.
need to.
Yeah, they don't. Get Lance Archer away from the title scene. Just let him beat somebody in a feud. But we gave it a 2.5. It was all right for the extremely short match.
Yeah,
Up
Lance
next-
Archer needs to get himself over some way or another.
Yeah, I agree. See, next we have Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defeated Hikaru Shida to win the AEW Women's Championship. It went 17 minutes and 20 seconds, and we gave it a 3.5 stars overall. It was the first 5 or 6 minutes was very slow, but then the rest of the match was pretty good. I think it was well wrestled. The crowd was really into it. They were like split back and forth, with half of them for Shida, half of them for Britt Baker, which always makes the match more exciting when they're like split down the middle. And I think it was the right decision. It was time for Shida's had the belt for like a year or so, and Britt Baker is like the best she's ever been. So it was the right call to put the belt on her. So I enjoyed the match. I knew Dylan would tank it though, because for some reason he likes to tank AEW women's matches. So I had to give this match a 4.
Everything.
I like to give this match a 4 because I knew he'd give it like a 2 something. I think it balanced out to what I would have really wanted to give it, which was a 3.5, because it wasn't amazing by any means, but it was pretty good. I liked it.
It's their other than that lights out match, it's their second best women's match.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he gave it a 2.75, looks like.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
2.5.
He doesn't like AEW's women's division.
He don't like anything. And here's the thing: he tanked the Boneyard match, but he upped the women's elimination chamber match last year that was so bad it wasn't even horrible. So his opinion sometimes doesn't matter.
He's just on he takes the NXT side over things, where I just like grade both of them fairly. I don't really pick
I to grade both of them fairly.
He just is super NXT, so he kind of shits on AEW a little bit. But next we have Darby Allin and Sting defeated the Men of the Year, Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. Went 12 minutes, 30 seconds, 3.25 we gave it overall. Honestly, this match was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be awful. I was like, why is this even a match? They tagged Sting in, and he did just enough, not too much. And he looked pretty good, honestly. He looked better than his like WWE matches he had a few years ago. So
yeah.
I just wonder if they're going to keep
so.
Sting in a tag team, though. Just where you don't have to do a whole lot.
That's probably what they're going to do. I heard the one match is supposed to be Darby Allin tagging with somebody for versus Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. It can't be Sting.
Yeah, he'll probably wrestle extremely limited and probably a lot in tag team matches. I mean, if he has a singles match, it would have to be done right with the right person.
And it would probably have to be done cinematically.
Most likely cinematically. But maybe if you had like the only type of non-cinematic match would have to be like a hardcore, like no pick false count anywhere match, something like that, where you can use weapons. But
the thing is, him falling on concrete wouldn't be a good idea.
Well, yeah, don't drop him on concrete. That would probably be very bad. But we gave it a 3.25. It was surprisingly entertaining. Then up next we have Kenny Omega defeated Orange Cassidy and Pac with 27 minutes. We gave it a 4.5 stars.
Match of the night.
Yeah,
I figured it would be.
I think it was the match of the night. I mean, like the
It
Stadium
was out
Stampede
of the Stampede.
it has its own draw, and I enjoyed that. But this was just all three of these guys are very good in their own way,
Yeah, they proved they were in this match.
and they just work so well together in this. Like in your back of your mind, Kenny Omega is not going to lose the title, but some of those false finishes with Orange Cassidy made you think, wow, they might actually do it. The crowd was into it, so that takes really good work for wrestlers to make you like doubt yourself for a moment.
The only problem I had with it is it ended in a roll up, which I know Dylan really hated.
That's the reason I didn't give it a 5-star, because I don't like the roll ups either much. But I also understand it. It makes Kenny Omega look more heelish. Like, oh, he had to do a sneaky roll up to get out of the situation. But it's still a really good match, and honestly, it's probably the best AEW like non cinematic match. It's last year at some point. I'm sure it's the best one this year. I think so. Really good match. And then up next we have
Stadium Stampede.
31 minutes, 30 seconds. We gave it 4.25. The show overall did 3.5. I like the Stadium Stampede this year. I don't think it was as good as last year's though, because this one felt like, just in my opinion, I felt like there was a lot of hallway fighting. They were just fighting in hallways, and
there was too much of Wardlow and
Oh yeah, that part was the worst part too. Those guys were fighting in like some equipment area, and it was very slow paced and not very exciting.
I just like that fake pig.
The fake pig was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, the best parts were, honestly, I like the brawl between Santina and Ortiz and FTR. That was good. Yeah, that was good. And Chris Jericho and MJF was good when they got like in the upper, like the fancy offices at that part. Then Sammy Guevara and Shawn Spears was probably the best part of the match. I think every time they were on the screen, they were doing something interesting and fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know about the Urban Meyer cameo. Could done without that. But other than that,
yeah,
it's very good. I just don't think it had as much as last year, because like last year they had the big spot off the stands. They were doing a lot more on the actual football field, and it felt more like they were using the stadium. Where the cool part about this one though is obviously the end of the match was live, which was kind of cool for the crowd.
Yeah.
So it was good though. I liked it.
The stadium was more of a backdrop in this one.
Yeah, they were never really on the field or in the stands very much. They were always
and all the things are back. Yeah.
But I guess that makes sense. Because if they would have done the same thing as last year, people would have been like, well, that was lazy. So at least they were creative to change it up. Yeah, so we get that 4.25 and 3.5. So overall, it was that's our highest rated pay-per-view in a long time, isn't it, bro?
Oh yeah, probably since COVID.
Yeah.
Crowd makes a difference. People are more motivated. The wrestlers are more motivated to put on good matches, and it just gives it a better atmosphere. So I really liked it. Dylan was like, I was telling Dylan, and he was like, this card for this show looks really weak. And I was like, it kind of does, but I think it's going to deliver, and it delivered.
Yeah. All Out will probably be better, though, but that's their big show, so I hope so.
It's got its work cut out, that's for sure. I would say superstar of the night, maybe
Sammy Guevara or Kenny Omega.
I would say Britt Baker, Sammy Guevara.
Well, true.
Kenny Omega, sure, he retained his title, but I would split it between Britt and Sammy, because Sammy did get the big pin stadium match. So, other than that, you guys got anything else for the Double or Nothing pay-per-view?
I don't think I do.
No.
Okay. All just a really great pay-per-view. If you don't forget to like our Facebook, please, and check out our YouTube, and we will see you next time. See ya.